Wake up and get it done. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, right now. Because the world does not pause while you negotiate with your comfort. The alarm clock is not your enemy, it's your invitation. It's the moment life taps you on the shoulder and asks a simple question. Are you serious about the life you say you want? Or are you just in love with the idea of it? You don't need more motivation. You need more discipline. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings change. Discipline is a decision. And decisions shape destinies. Every morning you wake up, you're standing at a crossroads. One road is easy, warm, familiar. It whispers, just 5 more minutes. The other road is uncomfortable, demanding, honest. It says get up. You said you wanted more. One road keeps you the same. The other changes everything. See, success doesn't come to people who wait for perfect conditions. Success comes to people who move when conditions are imperfect, tired. Move anyway. Scared? Move anyway. Unsure? Move anyway. The people you admire, the people you look up to, the people whose lives seem larger than yours, they didn't feel ready either. They just showed up when it counted. They showed up on the days they didn't want to, especially on those days you say you want to win, but winning has a price. And the price is paid early in the morning when nobody is watching, when there's no applause, when there's no guarantee, when all you have is a promise you made to yourself. That's the real test. Not what you do when the lights are on, but what you do when it's just you, your doubts, and the work in front of you. Wake up and get it done, because time is the one thing you can't negotiate with. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your background, your past, or your intentions. Time moves forward. And every second you hesitate is a second you never get back. One day you will wake up and realize the window has closed. And the only thing left will be regret. Regret is heavier than discipline. Regret lasts longer than discomfort. You are not behind. You are just distracted. Distracted by comparison. Distracted by noise. Distracted by comfort. Everybody wants the result, but very few people want the process. Everybody wants the reward, but they don't want the responsibility. Responsibility means owning your mornings, owning your habits, owning your choices. Nobody is coming to save you. That's not bad news. That's freedom. When you wake up early and commit to your craft, you are telling the world, I respect my potential. When you push through resistance, you are telling yourself, I can be trusted. Confidence is built when you keep promises to yourself. Every workout you don't skip. Every page you write. Every skill you practice. Every task you finish, even when you're tired. Brick by brick, you are building something solid inside you. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Inspiration follows action, not the other way around. You move first, then the feeling catches up. You get out of bed, you take the first step. You do the first hard thing, and suddenly the fog clears. Energy comes from engagement. Clarity comes from movement. You don't find purpose lying still. You find it in motion. There's a version of you that wakes up with intention, that attacks the day instead of surviving it. That version of you is not a fantasy. It's a decision away. But you have to choose it every single day, not once, not when it's convenient, every day. Consistency is not glamorous. It's repetitive. It's boring. It's uncelebrated. And that's why it works. You've been through things that should have broken you, and you're still here. That tells me something. That tells me there's strength in you that you haven't fully used yet. There's discipline in you that you haven't fully activated yet. There's greatness in you that's waiting for permission. Stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for validation. Your work doesn't need approval. It needs effort. Wake up and get it done, because your family, your future, your legacy are watching, even if you can't see them yet. One day someone will benefit from the sacrifices you are making now. One day your discipline will become someone else's inspiration. But that only happens if you don't quit when it gets quiet, when nobody's clapping, when progress feels slow. Slow progress is still progress. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. If your habits are weak, your results will be weak. If your habits are strong, your results will catch up. Don't argue with the work. Don't complain about the process. Respect it. The process is shaping you for what you're asking for. You can't pray for a big life and live small every day. Every morning is a reset. Yesterday doesn't matter as much as what you do today. Messed up yesterday? Fine. Learn and move. Won yesterday? Fine. Stay humble and move. The only thing that matters is what you do now. The moment you open your eyes, you're either investing in your future or borrowing against it. Choose wisely. You say you want freedom, but freedom comes from structure. You say you want confidence, but confidence comes from preparation. You say you want peace, but peace comes from knowing you did what you were supposed to do. There is a deep, quiet satisfaction that comes from a day well worked. From knowing you didn't waste the gift of time. Stop romanticizing sleep. Rest is important, but laziness is expensive. There is a difference. Know the difference. Your dreams require you to be alert, present, hungry for growth, hungry for improvement, hungry to become more than you were yesterday. Hunger is not desperation. Hunger is focus. When you wake up and get it done, you are voting for the person you want to become. One vote won't change everything, but daily votes do. Daily effort does. Daily discipline does. Over time, the mirror starts to reflect someone stronger, sharper, calmer, more confident. Not because life got easier, but because you got better. You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the next step. Do the next right thing. Finish the next task. Make the next call. Write the next paragraph. Lift the next weight. Momentum is built by finishing small things with excellence. Small wins stack up. And one day you look back and realize you're standing somewhere you once thought was impossible. Wake up and get it done, because the pain of effort is temporary, but the pride of progress stays with you. Because the word rewards those who show up prepared. Because excuses sound the same at every level, but results look different. Because deep down, you know you were made for more than average days and unfinished plans. You don't need a new plan. You need to execute the one you already have. You don't need more information. You need more application. You don't need more time. You need more urgency. Urgency doesn't mean panic. It means respect. Respect for the opportunity in front of you. Respect for your own potential. There will be days you feel unstoppable and days you feel empty. Both days require the same response. Show up. Do the work. Let your actions speak when your feelings are silent. Let your discipline carry you when your motivation disappears. That's maturity. That's growth. Wake up. Breathe. Get moving. The day is waiting. The work is waiting. The future you want is waiting on the version of you that decides to stop negotiating with comfort and start honoring commitment. The version of you that understands that greatness is not an event, but a daily practice. The version of you that gets up, locks in, and does what needs to be done, even when nobody is watching, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when the results are not immediate. Because you know that every early morning, every focused hour, every finished task is shaping a life that will one day speak for itself, and that life is built in silence. Long before it is celebrated in public, you don't need to announce your grind. You don't need to explain your focus. Let them misunderstand you while you're getting stronger. Let them doubt you while you're sharpening your skills. Let them sleep while you're awake, putting in the hours that compound into something undeniable. There will be mornings when your body feels heavy and your mind feels foggy. That's not a sign to stop. That's a sign to slow your breathing, steady your thoughts, and move with intention. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes strength is quiet consistency. Sometimes it's simply getting out of bed when every part of you wants to stay comfortable. Comfort is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. You've been given a certain number of mornings in this life. You don't know the number. None of us do. That's why every morning matters. Every sunrise is a deposit. What you do with it determines the return. You can spend it on excuses, or you can invest it in effort. One choice leaves you empty. The other builds equity in your future. Understand this clearly. Nobody owes you anything. And that's not a burden, that's power. Because if nobody owes you anything, then everything you earn is yours. Every step forward is yours. Every breakthrough is yours. Every win is owned, not borrowed. When you wake up and get it done, you are claiming ownership over your life. Stop telling yourself stories about why you can't. Those stories might sound logical, but they are still cages. The mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be a clever liar. It will try to protect you from discomfort by disguising fear as reason. Learn to recognize that voice. Thank it for trying to keep you safe. Then move anyway. You don't become exceptional by doing exceptional things once in a while. You become exceptional by doing ordinary things with extraordinary commitment. Making your bed, planning your day, training your body, feeding your mind, honoring your word. These aren't small things. They are foundational things. They are the difference between chaos and control. Control doesn't mean everything goes your way. It means you go your way regardless of what happens. It means you respond instead of react. It means when life hits you, you don't crumble. You adjust your stance and keep pushing. That kind of resilience is built early in the morning when you choose effort over ease. You've been waiting for a sign. This is it. Not a voice from the sky, not a dramatic moment, just a simple truth staring back at you. The work is the way. The routine is the way. The repetition is the way. There is no shortcut that doesn't steal from you later. There is no hack that replaces habits. Wake up and get it done, even when progress feels invisible. Growth is happening beneath the surface long before it shows above it. Roots grow in darkness. Muscles grow when they're torn and repaired. Character grows when nobody is watching. Trust the process you committed to, not the mood you woke up with. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to feel frustrated. You are allowed to feel unsure. What you are not allowed to do is let those feelings make decisions for you. Feelings are passengers, not drivers. You take the wheel. You decide the direction. And you keep going even when the road gets quiet and long. There will be days when you do everything right and nothing seems to move. Those days are not failures. They are training. They are teaching you patience, teaching you humility, teaching you endurance. Life is preparing you for moments when it really counts, and it does that by testing you when it feels like nothing is happening. Pay attention to your inner circle, even if that circle is just you right now. Protect your mornings from noise. Protect your energy from negativity. You don't need to absorb every opinion. You don't need to attend every argument. Focus is expensive. Spend it wisely. When you wake up early and commit to your purpose, you start to walk differently. You speak differently. You listen differently. There's a quiet authority that comes from knowing you're putting in the work, not arrogance. Assurance. The kind that doesn't need to be proven in conversation because it's proven in action. Stop looking for shortcuts to confidence. Confidence comes from competence. Competence comes from practice. Practice comes from showing up even when it's repetitive, even when it's boring, especially when it's boring. Mastery lives on the other side of boredom. You are not late to your life. You are right on time to start taking it seriously. Whatever happened before this moment is information, not a life sentence. Use it, learn from it, then let it go. Carrying old mistakes into a new day only slows you down. Wake up and get it done because momentum is fragile. Once you have it, protect it. Don't break your streak for comfort. Don't trade your rhythm for convenience. Small lapses become big setbacks when they become habits. Guard your standards. Standards are the boundaries that keep your future safe. You don't need to be perfect today. You need to be intentional. Perfection paralyzes. Intention moves. Do your best with what you have, where you are, right now. Tomorrow will give you more clarity once you earn it through action. There is a difference between being busy and being effective. Don't confuse motion with progress. Wake up with a plan. Attack the priorities. Finish what matters. The world is full of people who start. It rewards those who finish. Every disciplined morning is a message you send to yourself, I am serious. And over time, you start to believe that message. Self-belief isn't something you wait for. It's something you build through evidence. And evidence comes from effort repeated daily. When doubt shows up, and it will, don't argue with it. Outwork it. Let your consistency answer the questions your mind keeps asking. Let your routine silence the noise. Action has a way of calming fear. Wake up and get it done, because there are people counting on you to become who you're capable of becoming, even if they don't know it yet. Your growth will open doors for others. Your discipline will change more than just your life. But it starts with you honoring the quiet moments where no one is cheering. You don't rise by accident. You rise by design. And design requires intention, repetition, and sacrifice. Not everything you want can come with you on this journey. Some habits have to go. Some distractions have to go. Some versions of you have to be left behind every morning you get up and choose the harder path. You are voting against the old version of yourself that settled, that procrastinated, that waited for permission. That version had its reasons. This version has results. Keep going even when it feels lonely. Growth often is, but loneliness in discipline is temporary. Regret lasts longer. Choose the pain that pays you back. Wake up. Get focused. Get it done. Then do it again tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that. Not because it's easy. Not because it's exciting. But because it's necessary for the life you are building, the strength you are developing, the standard you are setting, and the future that is being shaped quietly, steadily, relentlessly, one early morning at a time. Thanks for watching.